Hello, everybody. My name is Goozer, and welcome to Autopsy Simulator. Now, from what I understand, this is to an extent similar to the Mortuary. It is a paranormal autopsy horror game, I believe. I think it has paranormal elements. I could be wrong on that, but I know it is a horror game. So, really going into this pretty blind, aside from a couple of really highly recommended reviews and people telling me to check it out. So, decided, what the fuck, why not? Why does that say load game? Oh, what the fuck? Dead memories, autopsy mode only. Oh, this is story mode. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, anyway, sorry, before I noticed that, by the way, I love this. It's VHS tapes. That's so damn cool. Guys, before we do jump into the video, please do be sure to hit that like button for me. It is the best way to support the video and or the channel. Matter of fact, if you guys are new to my channel, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. It is completely free, and you can always unsubscribe later. Click that bell to be notified on future videos and live streams that I do right here on YouTube. And leave your best Spidey sense down in the comment section below. I always make sure to at least read or respond to every single one of your guys' comments. I enjoy reading, seeing all of them. They all mean so much to me. And share this video to all of your friends and family. If you guys do just one of those things, I would greatly appreciate it. And a big thank you to my editor, Weiss. I honestly could not do this without him. So thank you, Weiss. And you guys know the drill. We're playing a horror game. So Weiss gets to fuck with you guys. Weiss, join me in laughing. And we're going to start the game. Oh, I stop laughing. Prologue. Do I need to mute myself? Is there like a cussing?
Office of the Medical Examiner, Beatsville. Dr. Jack Hanman is speaking. How can I help you?
Good evening, this is Kate Brooks. I'm not sure if you remember me. A few weeks ago, we talked about an article I'm working on. It's about your wife. I dropped by last Friday to speak to you, but you weren't working at the time. I asked the security guard to pass on a note for me. I would like us to discuss the topic of...
I thought I had made it painfully obvious for the last time. No! Please don't call me again and stop inquiring about my wife. Damn journalists. They don't let me work. God damn it. I'm not in the best frame of mind to record a lecture for my students now. I'm feeling completely broken. Where did I leave my meds this time?
Wow, I actually wasn't expecting this game to be as in depth to give us a cussing. That was actually kind of pleasantly surprised. Sorry, my phone's going off. Let me go ahead and put that on Do Not Disturb mode for now, guys. Oh.
Stephen didn't clean up after himself again.
Hey, isn't this our desk? Why is Steven using our shit, bruh?
Awful. It would be good to finally repair the coffee machine.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Okay, I could turn off lights.
I guess it was in another life.
Huh.
Wednesday. It's not my favorite day, although it's certainly better than Monday.
Amen, dude. Not the best day, but it is definitely far from the
Won't be needed
worst.
for the next few months.
Oh yeah, it's September. Or November, I mean, won't be needed. So, wait. No, it's gonna... Wait, what? Does it say September or November? No, that's November. You shouldn't be needing it right now, bro. What are you talking about?
They definitely pay me too little for this.
What's this? Oh, it's got a trophy for picking this up called News Hound. Hi, this is Kate Brooks, a reporter for the New Orleans Weekly. I couldn't find you at home. I'm starting to suspect you are avoiding me, Mr. Hanman. Anyway, as you know, We'd like to write an article commemorating your wife's achievements. We would be delighted to talk to you about it. Along with this note, I'm also leaving my business card. Let me call you this evening. I hope to find you at home or at the office. Regards, Kate? Yeah, Kate Brooks. Where's the business card? I don't. Alright, self-therapy are my objectives.
Medical University diploma. I didn't know then that I would prefer corpses to living people. Pathology. How to combine the hands of a surgeon, the passion for a good mystery, and an exceptionally strong stomach.
What you had to say about this one has me a little concerned for you, bro. I hope you don't prefer cadavers in all aspects of what it takes to be a alive adult male.
Another kidnapping this month.
Oh, maybe not paranormal. Maybe more like a serial killer thing going on here. Alright, so we are going... What the fuck did that say? Whoa, 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 whoa. What was that I could grab? Whoa, wait, what? Why can't I open these? There's nothing in them. Okay. That is a little weird. Oh. I just got a trophy for that. Was it a draft?
They definitely pay me too little for this.
Okay. I think that's it in here. It doesn't seem like I have a sprint option. Check the bathroom. This is our bathroom. Okay. I hear running water. Why are we just leaving our pills here, bro?
Okay, time to pull myself together. And get back to work. I need to set up the camera first.
In the storage room. Which way do you think that is? Let's start from up here. What does it say? Social room? Why
Let's
is
hope
that?
I'm not caught short this evening.
It's blocked off anyways. Oh, this looks like a storage room. Kind of. Oh, there it is.
Now remember, Jack, don't forget, hit the record button this time.
Place it on the tripod in the dissection room. Dissecting room. Okay, it's not that way. There's literally no sprint button. Yeah, we should definitely censor nudity. I'm gonna up that just a tad. Oop. I think that's good. I think I will also up that just a little. Maybe 60? We'll see how that looks. Is that better? Or does that make it look a little grainy? I can't really tell. Oh!
Hopefully the new tripod is going to hold up.
Yeah, I'm happy I put the nudity sensor on so Weiss doesn't have to blur it for us. What year is this? He's using a VHS camcorder.
Now, I just have to get everything in frame.
Frame the cadaver and begin the recording.
This should be fine. November 20th, 1991. Time, 8:43 p.m.
91, okay.
Recording for medical students from the University of Missouri. This autopsy is conducted by Jack Hanman. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the autopsy room. Today, you will have the dubious pleasure of following a full autopsy, step by step. For those of you who have already performed your first autopsy, this will refresh your basic knowledge. In turn, for those whose knowledge is only theoretical, I advise not to watch this after a meal.
Yeah.
Let's start.
Alright. I'm assuming this is step
Always
one.
wear an apron, mask, and gloves. Goggles are a must when the job is splashy. And in case of sharp accidents, it's worth having disinfectants at hand. It's true that you won't get ptomaine poisoning straight away, but if your liver or kidney aren't doing well, you may end up with diarrhea.
Great! Alright, so apron, mask, goggles, gloves, and disinfection. Okay.
The cadaver is placed on its back on the autopsy table. The pathologist stands on the right of the deceased. Make sure that all the necessary tools are always at hand so that you don't have to run around looking for something, like I do all the time. In the process of reviewing and securing forensic evidence, it is difficult not to interfere with the original condition of the deceased. Written and photographic documentation plays a vital role throughout the entire examination process.
Microscope, X-ray, probes, and a pipette or pipette.
During
I'm
your
not sure.
research,
Pipette.
be patient,
I'm assuming.
inquisitive, but above all, attentive to detail. Many entries are visible at first glance, but sometimes they can be cover for more interesting stories. And lastly, remember that nothing teaches you self-narration like working with the dead. So get used to that fact soon. Everyone will think you're talking to yourself. Now, onto the police folder. That will contain all sorts of pertinent information as to who the deceased might be and what potentially happened to them. So, let's take a closer look, shall we? The deceased's name is Tobias Chambers, locally known as Old Toby. Homeless and unemployed for at least a couple of years.
How are you getting that from this coupon? Tobias. I don't see his name on that anywhere.
The deceased was found on the outskirts of a parking lot at a gas station, where he often begged and persistently offered drivers to wash their car windows.
Yeah, that's quite a bit better.
The body was noticed by a station employee during the morning shift. Initially, he thought that someone had thrown some boots and a coat in a nearby ditch. It took him a moment to recognize the pile of clothes as the body of a man. He worked most of his life at the local port dealing with unloaded cargo.
That's how
He
it would
was
have gotten
fired
his
for being drunk
name.
and starting fights. His son runs a hardware store on his own. His wife left him years ago. They both had no contact with the deceased. Signs of libation were found around the body. Empty bottles, traces of an inept attempt to start a fire, and a scattered makeshift blanket. That's it. It's worth remembering the context around the scene of a death. This allows you to better interpret any traces found on the body. I shouldn't start the procedure without gloves.
Well, so far everything's been highlighted, so I'm just gonna look for something that's been
A considerable collection.
highlighted. Am I blind?
Scalpel, scissors, syringe, magnifying glass, knife. I wasn't sure it would amount to anything, but the World Wide Web has been a blessing for speeding up my work.
Where? I don't see any protective gloves.
It's been a while since the eye wash in this thing was changed.
Oh,
It's
wait.
probably a health hazard now. Now it's our turn to take some pictures for our files. If I can just remember where I left the camera.
Are you kidding me, bro?
It's in here somewhere.
Oh my god, there is.
Aha! There you are. I knew it was here somewhere. As I mentioned at the beginning, before we begin the internal examination, we need to document the cadaver and the condition it arrived in. We begin with a full body photo. Try and stick to the top-down rule, but this is not always possible. Let's keep in mind it's all about the legibility, not the perfect frame. Voila! Now we move on to the next step, looking for traces. Take your time. Look at the corpse from different sides, from different angles, up close, and from a distance. You're looking for anything out of the ordinary.
That seems out of the ordinary. Oh, wait. Oh! Really? What about that mark on his head, dude?
That's
Oh, wow. I had to
something
be really
interesting.
close.
It will be necessary to check whether this injury was severe enough to cause damage to the brain.
Okay. Oh.
Hardened hands, worn out by physical work, and frostbite?
Interesting. There's nothing right there I need to photograph, right?
Some wounds in the feet and signs of frostbite, probably because the subject's shoes were too small.
Homeless, maybe, we thinking? Holes in his shoes, possibly? I'm telling you, that knee. He has like a gash in his knee. But this guy doesn't seem to think so. Oh, wait.
A poorly healed wound. Looks old. I'll take a closer look later. In a moment, we will check which of our initial observations will be worthy of further consideration. But before we get to that, I need to write down some basic data.
Alright, now the time to start.
Scalpel, scissors, syringe, magnifying glass, knife. I guess I forgot to clean the knife. Personal information. The deceased was unclothed. Date. Okay, as you can see, I note everything down on previously prepared forms. Every pathologist must keep a detailed record of every step of the autopsy. This not only allows you to track the procedure, but also collates the results together, upon which you may back up your conclusions. So, enough of the boring prep. Let's begin by taking a closer look at the spots I photographed earlier. For this, you're going to need a magnifying glass. Which spot first?
Let's check that head first. I feel like that could be...
I can confirm the presence of ecchymosis on the deceased man's head. The appearance indicates the intravital nature of the wound. Add alcohol, which I can clearly smell, and this was an accident just waiting to happen.
Okay. I suppose maybe this healed
It looks like
wound
a
on the
burn
side.
mark. No doubt painful, but
It
it's
does,
not pertinent
actually.
for this case.
Okay. What about the frostbite?
Here we can see frostbite on the fingertips. We can tell by the characteristic skin color.
And then his
Definitely
foot.
a painful mix of frostbite, abrasions, and blisters. Old Toby had been wearing shoes too small for him for a very long time. That's if he wore any at all. So far, there are a lot of superficial wounds, but only one serious injury to the head. Let's go back to our notes.
Okay,
First,
clipboard.
I mark the location of the injuries and make notes for each one. So, even though this type of wound didn't contain the head wound, definitely an important clue. This is something we'll investigate first.
Alright, so old poorly healed wound, burn or other injury, intra-vital nature of the wound, which is, they're talking about the head wound.
We're not in frost season yet, but high humidity, wind, and the inability to warm up can also be causes of frostbite. If Toby's body was cold for a prolonged period, the frostbite could have resulted from the body's defense reaction. The safety of the internal organs is more important than fingers, nose, or ears. As you can see, we don't have much to go on. Let's write down what preliminary causes of death we can think of.
Well, the...
Various types of accidents are a common cause of death among the homeless and the elderly. Perhaps old Toby slipped and accidentally hit his head. Considering the conditions in which he slept, his body may have become hypothermic. The nights have been particularly nasty lately. We will check if there are any signs of freezing internally.
Nah, I agree with him. I highly doubt the healed
This
scar,
is of no
but...
interest to us. Since the deceased clearly smelled of alcohol, I'll add alcohol poisoning to our list.
Okay.
We still have one thing left from the basics. Rigor mortis. Well, we take our deceased by the hand. Gradually we raise it.
That's kind of hard.
Now let it go. As you can see, the hand falls loose. What's the conclusion? Death must have occurred more than 72 hours ago. The police information appears correct.
Okay. So... What?
Head trauma seems the most promising, so we'll start there. For this, I need an oscillating saw.
Saw.
The cut is made from ear to ear. After which, we remove the skin and the top of the skull. After the basic examination, we can see that the brain's cerebral gyri in both hemispheres are symmetric. The brain looks good. Let's take a cross-section. Some pathologists prefer to examine organs without removing them. However, for me, it's much more convenient to examine them on a board, which we'll do now.
Dissect the brain. Oh.
Holding a long, narrow blade knife in the dominant hand, we slowly cut the cranial nerves on both sides, all the time pulling the brain towards us. So far, so good. The hematoma seems to have had no effect on the brain.
Okay. So that's good.
We can rule the fatal accident out as well. Brain is in good condition, so we have no choice but to proceed to the internal examination of the other organs. I grab a scalpel from my kit. The incision should be in the shape of a letter Y.
Okay.
We use a deep cut to reach all the way to the ribs and to penetrate the abdominal wall. Alright, now we peel back and separate the skin.
Oh no! Ah! Uh, you see the
Now,
gooiness
we need to
sticking
remove the
to him?
ribs. We'll need the loppers for this.
I just got a trophy that's a Jack the Ripper. I feel like Jack the Ripper. Oh no, don't do this to me. You're not.
Quite a satisfying
Ah!
crunch, for some anyway.
Was
After
it?
removing the cartilage tissue, we instantly noticed two things. Firstly, there is no congestion of the internal organs. This means that although the deceased was hypothermic, it didn't kill him. Secondly, the deceased smoked like a chimney. So, we should take a closer look at those lungs. You can see widespread black and tarry deposits. Despite the tragic condition of the lungs, they are not the cause of death. Alice smoked too. It didn't kill her, but...
Getting a little off topic
What was I
there.
talking about?
Yeah. Well, what
Lungs.
are you talking about?
Yeah,
Oh.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Advanced inflammation.
This guy has some serious problems, man. Alright. So that could be a possible. Not related to the death of the deceased. Okay.
What now? The syringe. Now's a good time to collect some samples.
Shouldn't we examine the rest of his body parts?
Specifically 3. From the eye, the heart, and the bladder. I'm interested to see the concentration of alcohol in the body. Vitreous humor analysis is very useful in indicating long-term alcohol abuse. Five milliliters from the left ventricle should do it.
Oh man.
Left on the bladder, we draw about 10 milliliters of fluid.
Okay.
Now we take our samples to the centrifuge. But before I do that, I need to find my notebook. My dyscalculia means that I always double-check the settings.
Your notebook or clipboard?
Please excuse me while I run and fetch it.
Retrieve notebook from the office with the necessary values to run the centrifuge. What was that sound?
This whole thing is covered in stains. I should check this out under the microscope sometime.
I'm good. I'm good. Can I? I can't. Okay.
Let's get back to the examination. We put all of the samples into the rotor. Now, we set the appropriate time and speed.
Notes. Time 15 minutes, speed 70. No. Oh wow, I can't. I think that's on 25. Now it's on 15, I think. And this needs to be on...
Okay, let's roll.
70.
My old but trusted centrifuge. Ideal for all the fluid tests I need to perform during an
Oh
autopsy.
shit.
Oh shit. The fuses again.
Did you guys see that? Oh,
Where
Weiss.
were we? Oh yes. The blood alcohol concentration.
Please zoom in on what I saw in that window right there. What the fuck was that?
Let's see what we've got here. Everything's separated as it should. Our lab is closed until tomorrow after the last, incident. However, considering
That
Toby's
fucking
favorite
creeped me
odor
out,
from
dude.
appears to be ethanol, I'm guessing the results won't surprise me at all. Let's go further. We will now focus on the cardiovascular system, specifically the heart.
I did not like that.
We remove the organ and examine it closely. We look for dark hypoxic areas, clots, or other elements that stand out as abnormal. At first glance, the heart looks fine. The pulmonary trunk and aorta seem to be in good condition. There are no pathological changes that would have
Look at
contributed
that
to
jiggle,
Toby's
man.
death.
Bloop, 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 bloop. Has good jiggle physics.
Now,
Almost
let's take
as
a
good
closer
as
look
Granny.
at the stomach.
Oh, whoop, sorry.
Size is normal, and as expected, the stomach has no major external damage. We must now cut
Whee!
it open and inspect inside.
I'm sorry, what?
We will do it carefully so that its contents do not spill out.
Oh boy.
We open the stomach along the greater curvature
Oh my
from the
god.
heart to the pyloric end. Oh, I already feel like there's something left inside.
Fucking playing operation here, man. Ah! I'm killing him. Just take your time, Goozer. Take your time. It's fine. Not in a hurry. Ah.
Okay,
Ah.
large amount of gas, small amounts of yellow, grayish food content, resembling some kind of meat.
Ah.
Either our deceased had
God.
eaten in days, or the bulk of his stomach had already found a way out. Looks like I'll have to find the missing contents.
I'm sorry.
There are two ways here. One is obvious, and the other is... It couldn't have been suffocation, could it? I'll add this to the list and move on to the deceased's neck.
Okay.
At first glance, the trachea looks normal.
Yeah, it does. Why does it look like an insect? Is
Same
that really
result as
what our
with the stomach.
trachea looks
The
like?
external inspection doesn't
I
tell
don't
us
want to look
anything.
at that.
This
I
time
really.
we'll cut on a
Can we
trail.
not look at the trachea dildo? I really don't want to. Close clipboard.
While cutting such a small organ as the trachea, we must make a precise incision. To be able to cut with the very tip
Oh
of the blade, we
no.
must hold the scalpel as we would a pen.
What?
And after careful examination and deduction, we've got it. A clogged trachea. It's time to summarize the whole thing.
Wait. There. I didn't see a clog. Then again, I don't
Based
know
on the
much
report
about
and
a
preliminary
trachea.
documentation, it's safe to assume that the deceased passed out after consumption of alcohol and then fell asleep on his back.
Oh, he
Then
threw
the
up.
gastric contents refluxed and flooded the airways, causing death. That's why we don't forget about the recovery position at dorm parties. And now it's all clear. The death was suffocation. Now, Signet, the mystery is solved. But for us, this is not the end. First, the dead body needs to be cleaned up. For this, we will need to close the body and grab the needle. First, we unroll the skin flaps. And then, we sew the deceased back up. I'm using the baseball stitch technique. This stitching method is very strong and quick to do.
Oh shit, that's...
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Now we say goodbye to the deceased and put them safely in the fridge, ready for the next stage of their journey.
Oh, damn.
God, I'm tired. I'll drop these
Frozen
samples
meat.
off at the
That's
lab
got
on the way to the
trophies of
bar.
frozen meat. Headed your car in the parking lot. Should we take off our gloves? Oh, the camera. Wait, should we not turn off the camera? Okay.
I'll call Steven. I don't feel like drinking alone today.
Got a gold trophy. Tobias Chambers. Oh, I thought it was some kind of cussing. What is that sound? Oh boy. Oh no! A 5th grade science anatomy class skeleton.
Forgive me. What? Ah, fuck. I should take my pills. Time flies, and probably doesn't have to get up to work. So much light everywhere. It's a shame this won't help with my hangover. The fucking phone. It's just too dirty to use. I think I'll take a piss at work. At least their toilets will have been cleaned. Okay, I know I'm late. I'll be there soon. It's not like the dead are impatient.
Jack, no.
Alice? Who is this?
It's Charlotte Graves.
Oh. God, I'm sorry. I didn't recognize you. I thought it was work calling.
It's okay. I hate it when work calls me at home, too. How is everything? We haven't talked since... you know.
Well, there are good days, and there are bad days. What can I say? At least I can hide away at work.
Well, you always were the most comfortable in the dissecting room. Listen, I have an unusual request.
Okay, how can I help?
It's nothing serious. I just wanted to ask, do you have any pictures of Alice? Maybe one where the two of us are together? I'd love to have something to remind me of her.
I guess. I'm not sure. I'll look through her things.
Thank you. I'm sorry to trouble you with this. All this can't be easy for you.
I'll get through it somehow. I've been meaning to sort through her stuff for a while. Have you asked Stephen if he has anything?
Yes, I spoke with him this morning. He said he gave everything to their mother and that I should ask you.
I see.
Jack, I know you're trying. That you cope somehow. Stephen's there for you. Although, well, we all know how he can be. But, I mean, if you wanted to reminisce about Alice, talk.
I really should go now. I overslept, I'm late for work, and I still have some errands to run on the way.
Oh. Okay, sure. Sorry to keep you.
I'll look for something and send it over. Thanks for the call, and bye.
Oh, do you have my address?
Not on hand. You'd best remind me again.
292 Browning Lane, apartment 432, Johnson City, New York, 13790.
Got it. Thanks.
Thank you. It would mean a lot to me. Just miss her so much.
Yeah, me too. And that's okay. Really, no problem.
Thank you. Take care, Jack.
You too, Charlotte. It was nice to hear you. Well, that was a bit unexpected. I should probably find something to send.
I really was not expecting this in depth of a story. I mean,
The remnants of last night's binge with Stephen. I'm not sure if it's still edible.
probably not if you left it out all night, bro. Is this a photo of Alice? How come I can't read that? Hold on. Let me get close to the screen, see if I can read that real quick for you guys. So March 20th, 1988. On the downside, you're getting old. On the plus side, unlike me, you won't start going bald. Happy birthday, my dear sis, Stephen. So Stephen was Alice's brother.
I still feel uneasy. At this time, Alice would probably be sitting here reading a book.
I'm sorry, man. I can't imagine the pain.
I'm not in the mood for music lately.
Yeah, I can't really blame you. Hero Smith. Beautiful Death. That's funny. I like it.
They certainly have more will to live than I do.
Dude, my god, this guy is going through like a major midlife depression crisis. I mean, he's going through a lot. Journey to the Past. It's got a silver trophy. It said that. It's for examining at least 5 Alice-related items. Where would a picture of her be? Maybe the bedroom? Did I just see someone move? That's so weird. I swear, as I was walking over here and I was gonna make a right over here, I saw someone pass by right there, and when I went to go look where they walked to, there's a box right here that's been... Whoa.
It's always good to have something for a rainy day.
God damn, dude.
She always believed she could change people for the better. Even me.
Are those the earrings?
She got it for her first day of work. And she broke it the same day. She said it was for
An ink
luck.
pen. Like one of those dip ink pens. Those are so damn cool, dude.
Till
Oh.
death do us part.
It has something engraved. Wait, what's engraved? Is it the wedding anniversary? Let me see. 9/13, so September 13th, 1980.
I wasn't able to support her through this.
She was pregnant? Ouch,
It
dude.
was a miracle that the coffee didn't wash off the writing.
Will you marry me?
And that she said yes.
Is this a squished coffee cup? That's kind of sweet that you kept that, man.
These were from Thanksgiving. Stephen invited me. I was going to give them to his mother, but then I met Alice. That was the first time I saw her. Alice and Charlotte in Amsterdam.
Summer of
It
1975.
would be better if Charlotte had this. It deserves to be on display and not hidden in a drawer.
So now I need to find an envelope to
It's
send
been
it to
almost a year.
Charlotte. Maybe something...
I really need to get this laundry done.
Envelope. Let's check out here. Ah!
Okay, time to go to work. I'm serious.
They went to Paris. That's cool.
Some days, I just feel like setting fire to all this paperwork. I'm
I
fed
feel
up with
that.
it.
I really do, man. She is beautiful, dude. See why you miss her, man. This is depressing, dude.
An indispensable element of every office. I should really try and read a few of these.
You haven't read any of this, dude? Let's see what you got here. Trinity, Eyes Wide Open 2. A lot of books here, man.
Menu for today. Dinner in town and takeaway coffee.
I'm getting a lot of trophies just by looking at shit, dude. Alright, well, nothing. Nothing.
It
What's
hurts
this?
too much to look at these, but I can't throw them away.
I want to know what's in there now. Whoa, wait. What's this?
Alice didn't like this portrait.
I wonder why. It's a nice portrait of her. Alright, we'll go. You live in a
should grab it.
shithole. Wish I could zoom in on it. Well, if you're able to zoom in on the slider and tell me what's on it, I'd appreciate that. Looks like there's something on the front, but I can't make out what it is.
Alice used to joke that smoking near plants made cigarettes less harmful.
I wish it worked that way, man. I really do. Welcome home. Oh, I can see my feet. I wasn't expecting that in this game. Okay. I'm just curious. What the fuck was that? Hey, hopscotch. I used to be pretty good at hopscotch. Probably could still do it, but... That thing. Oh man, I wish I could read the names. The movie based on the Brody Robertson bestseller. That's an It reference, right? Yep, I could have just gone down the... Oh well. Get a wriggle on. Why does that say that at the top left? What the fuck does that mean? Get a wriggle on. What the fuck is a wriggle? The fuck is this? Oh, that's sad. The silence of the absent. Won an award. Jackson Ingram and Alessa Palmer. Look and believe in the spirit. So that's a ripoff of Ghost. I wonder what this is supposed to be in. Maybe Silence of the Lambs? I don't know.
Standard correspondence consisting of bills, advertising leaflets, and pious reminders about the upcoming end of the world.
Alice. Mushroomer.
Standard correspondence consisting of bills, advertising leaflets, and pious reminders about the upcoming end of the world.
I do like the music for this game so far. Added service. Can I break into these? Okay, not this way. Can I really not run? That's so stupid. I wonder which car is mine. Alright.
I hope this helps, Charlotte. Okay, all done here. Time to go.
What the fuck was that? Seriously, what the fuck was that? Alright, that's not. Get in your car and leave for work. This looks like something my guy would drive. Yep.
Damn, I forgot my jacket. Ah, well. I'll brave it for tonight. Too bad. Nice and fresh. At least it's peaceful here.
If you say so, bro.
Good evening, Mr. Ridley.
Who's Mr. Ridley? What the fuck?
Has Steven delivered the body?
Mm-hmm.
Did he leave it where he usually does?
Uh-huh.
As always, it's a real pleasure talking to you.
If you say
Can-
so.
Can I ring that bell and just fucking annoy the hell out of you, Ridley? Name, Ridley, Hammond, Charlie. Absent sheet.
Some corpses have more personality than this guy.
Yeah, no kidding, man.
Christ. Who leaves the window open in the middle of November? So I'd better check the answering machine.
Yeah, wait, no, I closed that.
Hi, Jack. I dropped by a little early today. I left the body with Ridley in the corridor. He wasn't sitting in the locker then, so maybe he'll even throw him into the room. Well, how are you doing? Yeah, I mean, it's your first birthday without her, and... I still have a hangover, and you know me, I run to the John like the neighbor's fucking dog. You know, today I slipped on his shit again. That fucking furball. He always has to shit next to my car. Anyway, I can't come over in the evening, but we'll catch up on the weekend, okay? Bye. I almost forgot. Charlotte called me this morning. She asked about you, so answer your calls, Jack. This time it's not a reprimand for being late.
That's par for the course. I wonder when this clown will learn to look under his feet.
What the fuck is this?
Birthday.
It's my
I
birthday?
actually forgot it was today. Alice baked me muffins like these every birthday. Okay, joke's over. Apron, gloves, and get to work.
Oh, whoa. This is open now? Okay, well, I'm gonna leave this door open. Since that's now open, oh, this door is oh no, that one was the one that was blocked. I heard whispering.
I need to order another batch of these. I've got to remember to do that later. Ah, man. I remember you.
What?
You were on that talent show. What was your name again?
Well, I can't look at her name yet, but...
Steven laughs at me for recording everything. He says I have a bigger collection of stuff like this than most of the creeps he's caught. November 21st, 1991. Time, 9:13 p.m. The autopsy is conducted by Jack Hanman. Lecture for the Medical University of Missouri. After yesterday's lecture, you should already know the ins and outs, so today we'll be consolidating our knowledge. So, where do I start? That's right, police folder. Ah, yes. Samantha Barker. Now remember, there's probably gonna be a lot of chatter about this.
How old is she?
When questioned, friends admitted that Samantha's last days before losing contact seemed extremely happy and relaxed. She also quit drinking alcohol and mentioned something about rehab. The friend also admits that there was no indication of an impending tragedy. After her first album became a commercial success, she was hit with a creative drought. She suffered panic attacks and severe sleep problems. Drugs and medication came into play.
100 milligrams of phenobarbital. So it's a barbiturate used to control seizures. So it's very, very addictive and can, I guess, get you high if you take too much of it. What it says is barbital is used to control seizures. Barbital is also used to relieve anxiety. It is also used to prevent withdrawal symptoms in people who are dependent or addicted, who are dependent on other barbiturate medication and are going to stop taking the medication. Addicted, feel a need to continue taking the medication. So yeah, I take it's like a form of a benzo. I believe that is what a barbiturate is.
The deceased was found in her own apartment, in a semi-recumbent position on an armchair. Large quantities of alcohol and empty packets of sleeping pills were also found in the apartment.
That sounds like a suicide.
During the interrogation,
unaliving.
The deceased admitted that Samantha never got to grips with the sudden fame that came after winning such a high-profile talent show.
Wise, can you bleep out me saying that word? It's unaliving. She unalived herself.
Found in her own apartment by police patrol. Officers were called by a concerned friend of the deceased, who had been unable to contact Barker for several days. Well, let's see what settled this matter. As you can see, the body is fully clothed. Therefore, before we move on to photographic documentation, we must remove the clothes. This time, we don't have to focus on the clothes too much. However, there are cases where a clothing analysis can lead. Okay, now we can continue with the examination. Again,
I'm sorry, I should let him finish talking before.
I guarantee that over time it will cease being embarrassing for you. First, we photograph the whole body.
Whoa, wait a minute. Really? That's nothing? Oh my god. That's nothing? What the? Oh, wait. Ah, I picked up something there for a second. Her neck. Look at her neck. How is that nothing, dude? Bruising. Oh, that's right. I need a wide body shot of the cadaver.
And now, any suspicious looking marks or wounds. You don't get such bruises from a normal contusion. Yes, I've seen this many times.
The neck, for sure.
Interesting. Very uneven. We need to investigate this.
Maybe hung herself?
Well, there's even more here.
Ah, the bruising.
A few we will need to look into here.
Okay. Time to begin. So...
Notes prepared. Time to take a closer look.
Oh, right. Tools.
Some furrows have imprinted more strongly, others less, as if someone was... undecided?
Foul play.
The number of bruises suggests that there may have been some kind of tussle.
It's looking like foul play.
Such
What's the...
bruises are caused by either a very heavy blow or by some internal issues.
Maybe internal issues, but I'm gonna guess blunt trauma blows.
And here's something interesting. The skin of the deceased is covered with numerous blisters. Some of them are ruptured. Others still contain fluid residue.
Okay. So, yeah, definitely fought back.
More numerous blisters.
Now, this is the weird one.
We have some leads
On
to
the
investigate here. Let's write this down. On the neck of the deceased, we can see clear furrows, indicating that strangulation may be the probable cause of death. Given the condition of the deceased, it's difficult to tell immediately whether the bruises were the result of a struggle or perhaps the result of iron deficiency. Currently, it's difficult to say whether the bruises were the result of a beating or whether it could be some kind of internal bleeding. In general, such blisters usually appear in the case of mechanical abrasions, but due to the place of occurrence, this should be excluded. The most likely cause of such skin changes is the high concentration of barbiturates in the body. Although it's easier to have abrasions on your feet, but the number and size of the blisters suggests that it's probably a matter of barbiturate poisoning. A severed spinal cord, trauma to the larynx, or trachea will verify whether the hanging was the final nail in Miss Barker's coffin. The examination with a UV lamp will dispel some doubts. Potential attackers could have left traces. After examining the organs, we can easily verify whether there was internal bleeding or whether the deceased was suffering from something. I'll add barbiturates to the list of necessary tests, to be checked in the lab later. Given the testimony of the victim's friend, I add alcohol poisoning to the list of potential causes of mis- But first I'll check for external traces. For this we use the good old UV lamp.
Tools?
I look carefully at the whole body. UV rays will reveal any traces. The area around the head is empty. Torso. Empty, without marks. Right hand clean. Legs, there's nothing here. The left hand seems to be fine. No marks. Ah, well, nothing to surprise us here. Now gently, we take the deceased by the hand.
I hate this. I suck at this.
And we check for rigor mortis. Again, the hand falls freely. Since we don't have a definitive lead, we will examine all the key organs one by one.
What was that?
So, I'm starting the internal inspection.
Ah, God.
I dissect the skin of the deceased.
Wait. What the hell? Alright. Really? That small little spot? You can't just give me that?
And I proceed to deflect the skin flaps. Compared with yesterday's body, the deceased has only trace amounts of adipose tissue. Now for the ribs.
God.
What do we have here? Or rather, what don't we have? There is certainly no sign of internal bleeding. Before I disembowel the deceased, I will take samples for toxicological tests to determine the alcohol content in the body. I just need my syringe. Just to be sure, I'm taking samples from 3 organs: the eyeball, the heart, and the bladder. Analysis will rule out, or confirm, alcohol poisoning as the cause of death.
I didn't know they took fluids from the eye to dispel that.
I'll transfer these to the centrifuge. What was it? 15, 70, 10, 75?
1575. That's what it was yesterday, at least.
Numbers have never been my strong point. It's probably why I regularly forgot birthdays and anniversaries. I'm lucky Alice always forgave me. Gently does it with this old thing. Handle with kid gloves.
Pipette, 5 milliliters? It's 15 minutes, 70%.
I'm starting the centrifuge. Let's see what results come out. The laboratory is already open, so...
No.
Hell. Ridley! Mr. Ridley! The fuses need resetting. Where is he? Fuck it. I'll do it myself.
I don't want to do this myself. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
First the right, and then the left. And voila.
First the light.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And the left.
Can't I work in peace?
No, dude. Very clear. What the fuck was that? Okay.
Jack Hanman speaking.
Easy, why so rude?
Steve? Sorry, man. This place is falling apart, and Ridley won't even lift a finger to help. You just can't work here.
Did the centrifuge strip the fuses again?
Yeah, eventually everything's gonna go up in smoke.
Look on the bright side. It's a free cremation with your autopsy.
Jesus, stop it. That shit pisses me off.
Okay, sorry, Jack. Anyway, I'm calling to ask how the autopsy's going. Soon there'll be journalists sniffing around for info, so we best be ready.
I'll whiz through this in a couple of hours. It doesn't look like a complicated case to me. More of a formality. The report will be available in the morning.
Sounds great. Thanks. Phew! How's your head?
Well, my head seems better than yours. On the way to work.
Holy fuck!
What? What's happening?
Quiet!
A 3-car police convoy was involved in an accident near Pete's Bay Bridge while transporting prisoners to Orleans Parish Prison. At the moment, we do not know the exact number of victims or whether any of the convicts escaped. However, the scale of the accident indicates a large number of victims, possibly even fatal ones. Police are on their way to investigate the incident and secure the area. We know that the injured prisoners are on death row. The police were to transport them to their execution, which was to take place tomorrow morning. Many of them are very dangerous criminals. We will report on the matter on an ongoing basis, so stay tuned with us.
What? Was? Steven, was Red Pete one of the passengers? He was, wasn't he? What if he survived?
Jack, I have to go. You want me on site?
What if he survived?
I gotta go. Talk to you later, okay?
Fuck. Calm down, Jack. Pills. I need my pills. You heard him, Jack. A serious accident. Lots of yes. Nothing's going.
Come on, man. Take them. Take them. Maybe don't, actually, now that I think about it.
Christ.
So his wife's killer is now on the loose? What the f-
Technical break. At least I know I can pursue a career as a janitor if I need to.
What the fuck is going on? What the hell is going on?
Alright, let's see if we were able to get anything out of this piece of crap. And miraculously, yes, the samples did spin. I'll transfer them to the chromograph in the lab.
You better stay there, Cadaver.
Alright, let's load this up. I placed the test tubes in the rack.
Oh, the rack. Okay, take the pipette and set it to drop 5 milliliters of
Now,
fluid.
just take 5 milliliters from each.
Oh, I see.
Precisely.
Ah.
And the next.
Okay.
Five more. We put the prepared sample into the machine.
Okay.
Let's see what we have here. The results indicate that the deceased did consume alcohol
Whoa.
shortly before her death. However, this is not an amount that could cause poisoning leading to death. Just slight inebriation. I can return to the body and continue the rest of the examination. The chromatograph results show that we can eliminate alcohol poisoning from our list of potential causes of death. However, remember that alcohol can affect the function of the entire body. It disturbs the heart rhythm, accelerating its rate, and dilutes the blood, which may result in more severe bleeding in the event of an accident. Also remember that alcohol affects the metabolism of drugs in the liver, which I'll now look at in more detail. First, I'll pick up the syringe again. I'll take samples from the liver and the heart to test the concentration of barbiturates in the body. That's enough. I'll do the test later. I'd best not try my luck with the centrifuge right now. Now I remove the liver.
Oh.
No lesions. However, it is slightly enlarged. Perhaps it's a slight inflammation or drug-induced damage. It may also be the result of the deposition of substances from drugs. Let's check the weight of the organ. The weight is 1,300 grams. The liver is enlarged.
Okay.
I'll move on to a cross-sectional study. Perhaps the enlargement is the result of early cancerous changes. The blade glides through smoothly. I don't feel like I'm encountering any changes with an unusual structure.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No steatosis or cirrhosis. The liver is actually quite clean inside.
Okay. What the fuck was that? Oh, I want you to zoom in to every time we see something weird like that. Every single time. Like the past 2 times we've seen, like the first time we saw someone in this window. The next time the power went out, we saw a dark figure walking across the hallway. And then right then we just saw somebody.
The liver is basically healthy. We already know that the deceased didn't abuse alcohol. The question is, what about drugs or other substances? I move on to the heart.
Ooh, oh yeah,
Oh. At a glance, we can see signs of a heart attack. The deceased is definitely too young to have a heart attack due to natural causes. The liver is enlarged, not from alcohol poisoning, and the heart looks like it has collapsed. So, I guess we need to go to the centrifuge and check for these barbiturates.
oh right, sorry.
I wonder how she was able to get hold of these drugs. The last time I saw this kind of poisoning was a few years ago. He was a middle-aged guy. He took his medication and forgot about it. So he took another pill. He forgot again and took another one. And another one. Until he took the last one. That's why it's better to have amnesic drugs in boxes labeled with the days of the week. This sort of thing rarely happens anymore. Doctors tend to prescribe benzodiazepines. They are safer, but still shouldn't be combined with alcohol.
I believe I'm on 15. Oh, and I'm on 70. Are they?
We close the centrifuge and pray that it doesn't trip anything again. It looks like our luck is in.
What the hell?
We can take the samples to the lab now.
Oh God.
Okay, 2 samples this time. 6 milliliters each. Let's see how much of it we find.
Okay.
Nothing surprising. Significant amounts of phenobarbital metabolites of hepatic origin. Looks like I'll have to check the contents of the deceased's stomach.
Okay, you know what? We will just...
The tests showed that the collected blood contained enough barbiturates to cause cardiopulmonary collapse. The question now is whether it was an accident or a deliberate act. I'm proceeding to examine the stomach. Before extraction, I ligate the entire organ to prevent its contents from spilling out. Okay, I'm now cutting out the organ, which will move to the board for dissection.
You're fucking kidding me. Ah!
Normally, the stomach and intestines are full of surprises.
I imagine this is much easier to do on PC.
This time, we see remnants of undigested food and a dense mass of pills.
Yep.
You don't take this many drugs by accident. Length and width normal. No obvious pathological changes. Undigested drugs found in the stomach of the deceased. The direct cause of death was probably an overdose. I'll check the rest of the organs, and then the nervous system. We'll see how lungs are normal. No lesions. The deceased's trachea is normal. Complete patency. No food or fluid.
Inspect the lungs, trachea. I just did.
Lungs are normal. No lesions. The victim was probably a smoker, but was unlikely to be in any serious danger. The deceased's trachea is normal. Complete patency. No food or fluid. The deceased's intestine is normal. No clear pathological changes. Abdominal cavity checked off. We can check the brain.
Oh, great.
I make a cut to open the lid of the victim's skull and remove the brain. Brain is normal. No obvious lesions. Alright. I need to dissect it on a board.
Alright, this cadaver is just completely empty at this point.
Using a knife, I carefully cut through the brain tissue. As expected, the deceased's brain is in excellent condition.
Dude,
No
the sound
deterioration
effects.
changes due to
Oh my
autopsy.
god, the
There is
sound
still the matter of
effects.
the marks on the neck. They look superficial, but who knows? Maybe the spinal cord has been severed. I need goggles and a saber saw. I think the goggles were in the
Goggles.
desk drawer. Alice.
Whoa, what's going on? Grab the goggles, my man.
Saw.
Go ask
saw.
Ripley where the
Oh,
basement key is.
I know. I probably left it in
Okay.
the basement after its last cleaning. Mr. Ridley, I need a key to the basement.
It's in the social room.
Why is the key lying in the... never mind. Thank you.
Hey, Hammond. Did you hear about the convoy? Well, maybe you'll get a chance to relive your glory days and catch Red Beat again, huh?
Let's hope there won't be a need for that.
Okay, the social room.
If only he could put that much enthusiasm into his work.
Whoa, what was that? Why am I...
I get the feeling that searching through this rubbish is more pathogenic than working with corpses.
Is that...
Please, may this be the last trip.
Do I need my meds? The pills are still on the sink for some reason. That's strange. There we go. Okay, I did need to. Basement.
Fuck. Why did the prison convoy have to get into an accident? Jack, take a deep breath. Deep,
Where?
pleasantly cool breath.
This must be the basement, but what's this? Oh, what's in there? I want to know.
Nearly finished with the autopsy.
Once we finish with this autopsy, we'll end the video.
I'll take this. I'll check. Fuck! It's jammed! Doesn't anyone do maintenance around here? Damn hatch.
No,
Damn
clearly
right,
not.
please. If only.
Alright, the saw. Ah. What?
Forgot this thing was standing here.
Oh, God.
It'd be easier if I put things away properly.
What else is down here?
Ugh, damn student lectures and their fucking props.
Let's get out of the basement. It seems to be triggering our protagonist here a bit. Wait a moment. Interesting. My office? Huh. I really wish I could sprint, dude. Alright. We will go check this cadaver. What's in here? Oh, right. That's where the coffins and stuff are. Are you asleep, motherfucker? What was that? We'll close the rec room. I'm gonna leave that open and that open because I seem to have to go into those two rooms and this room.
Sorry for the short interruption. I hope you all took the opportunity to grab some coffee. And now that I have everything I need, I'll move on to revealing the spinal cord. I need to take my pills now.
Damn, dude, you gotta take your pills often. Alright, we'll take them again. What are you doing? Just take them if you need them, dude. I like how the pill bottle stays there even when we take, like, when we pick up the bottle. That's funny. I think we've taken too many today, my man. Oh, shit! I forgot I could take more. I was just wanting to see what happened.
I can see that the spinal cord was not severed. This shows that apart from the marks around the neck, hanging didn't negatively affect the condition of the deceased. Ladies and gentlemen, almost over. Now, to sum up and tidy away the body. The direct cause of Samantha Barker's death was a heart attack resulting from an overdose of barbiturates. Traces found on the body suggest that the overdose was a deliberate act, following a failed attempt to hang herself. The autopsy found no evidence or genetic materials indicating that death could have been the result of an attack. Third-party involvement must be excluded. Autograph, and we can start sewing.
Ah, shit.
In the 1950s and 1960s, the use of barbiturates for suicide was actually quite common. I think it was most talked about after the death of Marilyn Monroe. At home, it was a help and comfort. On death row, a farewell to the convicts. Well, that's the way it goes. It isn't the drug, but the dose that makes the poison. Well, we're done for today. Thank you for your attention. Tiring day. I can feel those hunger pains coming on. I guess I'll have to pick something up along the way.
Straight. Alright. Guess we'll close everything up.
Well, do me good.
Close everything up.
Good night, Mr. Ridley. The police will pick up the body and accompanying documentation in the morning.
Sure.
What a lovely man.
I guess there are actually two things in this world you can be certain of. Death and Ridley's reluctant attitude.
Death and taxes, actually. But I see your point. I feel like there's somebody watching me right now.
Alright, maybe three things. My whiskey on the rocks when I get home. So cold. I guess I should have brought my jacket to work.
Alright.
This block can be quite intimidating when it's so quiet.
Third floor? What the fuck was that? Oh, why zoom in on that as the elevator closed, please. I'm not kidding. Every little subtle thing when there's like a spirit or something appearing, please zoom in and slow down the footage so everybody can see what I'm seeing. Wait, no, I'm not up another floor. This is it.
What? What? What the fuck? But I locked it. I'm sure of it. Who the fuck did this? I don't have anything valuable. Money. They must have stolen the money.
So guys, I'm going to end it right there. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode of Autopsy Simulator. If you did, please do be sure to hit that like button for me. It is the best way to support the video and the channel. If you guys are new to my channel, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. Anyways, guys, if you guys did enjoy this video, please do be sure to hit that like button. It is the best way to support the video and or the channel. If you guys are new to my channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. It is completely free and you can always unsubscribe later. Plus, 98% of you are not subscribed. What are you guys doing? It's just a simple button press. It's free. You can always unsubscribe later. It's me, isn't it? It's a one-sided relay. I see. No, it's fine. It's fine. I just need a moment. Just click the bell to be notified of future videos and live streams that I do right here on YouTube. And leave your best comment down in the comment section below. I mean, I'll read them. I'll respond to them. I'll react to them. And share the video, okay? I don't know where I was going with that. Anyways, thank you guys all so much for watching. Big shout out to my editor, Elias. None of this would be possible without him. Thank you so much, man. And I hope you guys did enjoy Autopsy Simulator. Until next time, this is Goozer, and I am signing off.